Hi lovelies, welcome. I'm so glad you could be with me today. I hope you're all doing really well. This is the Tuesday Twin Flame Tarot and we are checking in on the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, and as you know, it's a timeless reading. So yes, it says Tuesday Twin Flame Tarot because I normally do a picture message on my community tab, but when I have the energy I like to do it as an actual in-depth reading for you guys. So let's get started. Okay, so basically what I've seen first of all, and I'm just going to do this to clear my energy here. Yeah. I can just feel myself all pumped up. I've got to slow down. Oh gosh. This is what happens when you channel. It's like all this energy's coming out. It's like, well, slow down a bit. Okay. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So basically what's happening is, as I was just sitting down here before I pressed record, I actually saw this amazing indigo color around the Divine Masculine, which means it's Archangel Michael's color too, the indigo, which is protection, but it also is the third eye chakra's color. So it shows me that the Divine Masculines are waking up. They're actually starting to open their eyes now and see clearly what's ahead of them. Okay, so in terms of even the meaning of this connection with the Divine Feminine, they've really come into that, awareness and knowledge. And really seeing things for what they are rather than the illusion or what they, it's almost like that dark hazy cloud that was over there, hanging over them, has now been lifted. Now, as a lot of you know, guys, what I do is I do tune into different waves within the collective. So what I might have tuned into last time, might be very different to what I'm tuning into this time. So it could be all Divine Masculines on a different level, Divine Feminines as well. And so if this resonates with you, then please take the messages that do, and leave what doesn't, or come back next time. But this is just how I go with it, channeling whatever I get. So I do see the indigo around the Divine Masculine. I get the star as well. I get a gold star around him. So it's like that hope, that inspiration coming through. It kind of reminds me of the star card, the tarot, with the Aquarius energy coming through with that as well, where there's this higher wisdom coming through. It's on a global collective scale, universal scale, rather than just in his own little world. Like he's starting to see the bigger picture here, and feeling really inspired to take action, to make changes in his life, which is really awesome. So there's this newfound energy coming in for the Divine Masculines, and it's going to really hit in the next new moon. Now I'm trying to think what that is because I don't have my calendar with me. What are we in now, guys? Aquarius. So Pisces, it's going to be Pisces. So that's interesting because that is the dreamy kind of beautiful emotional energy. And it can be very romantic and very sensual and sweet. Can be innocent in some way as well. As I'm trying to think of, I'm thinking of the Knight of Cups energy with that, as well as the intuition of the High Priestess. So he's definitely tapping into his inner wisdom, his intuition, and following it because he's now a visionary. See, with the third eye chakra opening, he can now see and tap into his psychic insight and follow that with the hope and the vision and the inspiration that's coming to him as well to make the changes he needs to. Okay. So the new moon in Pisces, I'm just thinking, some of you will know the exact date. I will put it in the description box below, or one of you could do that. What are we in now? It's coming up in February. I think it is February. So it could be from the 21st onwards, I'm thinking, from February. So I have to look at the date, and I will put it down below. But I do feel like it's around that time that he's starting to really tap into his intuition, his gut feelings, his emotions. So it's sacral chakra stuff as well here. And he's going to feel a bit more balanced in himself. Yeah, which is really awesome. And movement is happening. So some of them will want to get their bodies moving as well. They might go to the gym or do walking, or just to try and balance and ground their energy as well. So I get feet on the ground, running, walking, I don't know, some kind of gymnastics or just cycling, whatever it is. I feel like it's more on the ground, like I'm seeing feet on the ground. Running, walking, playing football or soccer or some kind of sport maybe. There's something that's active. It's getting that energy moving. With the Divine Feminines, what do we got here, Spirit, please? Because I didn't get anything with her as yet. I've just pressed record as soon as I started getting stuff, and I'm just also channeling now as I'm talking. So the Divine Feminines, please, angels. What's going on with that? She's a bit shy. That's so weird. Okay, come on. Is there much to know? Come on. We need to know more about the Divine Feminine. What's going on with her? I think there's a mysterious, what am I saying? Mystery. It's mysterious because I'm finding it really hard to tap into her right now. So this particular wave of Divine Feminines are keeping to themselves. They're doing their inner work. They're being gentle with themselves, taking care of their own private space, okay? Taking care of themselves in their private space. It's their own little sanctuary. And, I know that, Divine Feminines are very open and expressive and social, and a lot of that's happening as well. But I get this idea that the Divine Feminine has taken a step back. She's reevaluating her position. Being gentle with herself, it's bodily care, stuff like that, her health, it's mental space, like needing that mental space, it's that peace of mind coming in. So there could be just needing to take time out for herself in the, safety and security of her own home. It could be that she's going down to the beach or out in the country somewhere just for a quiet walk or just to sit in with nature. I feel like that's really important for the Divine Feminines to ground their energy, but to get away from all the noise and the clutter in the mind. So it's almost like she now has to remove herself from the world, the noise, okay, the noise from outside, and just take a breather and just work out what it is she's actually feeling now. It's almost like she has to evaluate or reevaluate where she's next meant to go. Is she going to hang around? And I don't mean hang around as such, but is she going to wait and work on this path towards, the union with her twin flame? Or is she going to put the focus on herself, her healing, her energy, her creativity, her work, her family, whatever it is, and move in a whole different direction altogether? So it's not like she's not doing that, even though she's focused on her twin, the Divine Masculine. But I feel like there is a decision, okay, for a lot of the Divine Feminines. There's a major decision to let this go, to let it go, to release, to surrender. It doesn't mean letting him go forever, but some of them will. Some Divine Feminines are really wanting to create a family, have a companion, like a life partner by their side. So they want that, as I call it, a divine soulmate. And that's what I think that a lot of Divine Feminines are, it's not that they need somebody, but I'm talking about this particular wave that I'm connecting with has been okay being on her own for a while. She's done it. She's been coping with that. Even if they're in other connections with someone else, it might not be fulfilling, but, it is what it is. There's contentment to a degree, but she's been focusing on herself. But it's more family focused as well and external stuff. So now it's time to pull back and work out, do I want to be in this relationship? Am I seeking something else? Am I seeking my twin flame? So regardless of what your situation is, you're going to be wondering, do I move on? Okay, in another direction completely away from my twin. And because I think a lot of the Divine Feminines in the twin flame connection don't feel like they're being cherished or loved or treated as if they're valuable, like they know their worth and they're starting to recognize their worth and they know they deserve better than what has been given to them. from the twin. So I think a lot of them are chasing other things now. So it first starts with self-love, as we know. And I think as the divine feminine keeps empowering herself and moving onwards and upwards, the divine masculine will catch up. You know, he will do the same. This is this particular wave I'm tuning into, okay? Because he's starting to see now. But the divine feminine might feel she's on a different level now. Maybe she's already been there and done that with him and gone through her healing and purging and is now ready to go in a different direction. So we're going to see, okay, what happens today with this, because it's very interesting. And I feel like the divine feminines are in a very, can be a bit of a vulnerable position because they are emotionally sensitive at the moment. So they really need to take care of themselves, carry some rose quartz with them or something, and just spend that quality time with themselves, basically, out in nature or just, you know, in the presence of their own home, around their things that make them feel happy and comfortable, and really go within and just work it out what they want to do. So let's have a look at today's thing. This might not even have anything to do with what I just channeled in with. Could be completely different messages, but that is a special message for the collective. We're going to see the divine masculine's energy first up, okay? What is the divine masculine doing? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let's have a look. What's going on with the divine masculine's current energy regarding you, divine feminine? So, lies. I can't seem to do what's right. Okay. Yes, okay. So he's got karmic attachments here. There might be addictions, there's restrictions. He just feels like he's in a place of darkness. You know, it's that toxic energy, that he can't seem to shake something. So it could be some kind of karmic cycle that he's in, some lessons he needs to learn. Maybe he is deceptive in a lot of ways, and it doesn't have to necessarily mean that he's a really bad person who's deceitful. Sometimes they can hide an addiction and feel ashamed of it. Sometimes there can be just this negative, low vibrating energy, like they're depressed, and they don't want to show people that they are, so they put on a facade, you know, they put on a front that they're okay, they're confident, they're fine. And he just doesn't have the confidence. He feels like he can't do the right thing right now. So he is really, in a lot of ways, still attached to some things from the past, which is interesting because in the intro I just said that he's starting to wake up and open his eyes and see things for how they are. So it could be that at the moment, you know, he could be starting to become aware of his, patterns, okay? His patterns here in relationships where he does cause issues, where he isn't fully honest and upfront. Yeah, I want to get these cards here. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, they're flying on the ground. Just wait a minute. Oh my God, this annoys me. Okay, hang on. Where are we? Now that's interesting. The High Priestess energy, as I said in the very beginning. Pisces energy, that's Capricorn. We've got the Four of Cups here. So he's bored and reckless, restless even, emotionally bored, like he's just feeling dull at the moment in that life. Four of Pentacles, yeah, holding back, hiding things is just not working anymore. It's not working for him. See, he says, I can't seem to do what's right. He doesn't know how, he's trying to tap into his intuition as to know how to navigate through that and to break free from something. And it's a pattern that's followed him from childhood. And it could be that he's used to, you know, it could have been from his mum or dad, you know, when he was younger, that he's used to covering his tracks and having to lie so that he was like the naughty boy in trouble, you know. So it's kind of like that where he might not always be upfront and honest about what he feels. And it is about feelings too, because I feel like he's not in tune. This one is not in tune right now with his feelings, his intuition, how to navigate through things. He's in a bit of a stalemate energy here. Keeping his emotions and everything close to his chest right now, not really wanting to share parts of himself that could be vulnerable and the deeper aspects of himself. He might be a bit scared of that too, of tapping into his own feelings. And I also think that he's afraid that you're going to not like what you see if you look further into his life or into his past. Because maybe he's done things he regrets. He's not proud of himself. So where does the divine feminine, what's her main energy right here regarding the divine masculine? So she's got a lot of warmth for him. I miss you and your warmth. So just because he's in this energy does not define him as a person. This is a shadow, okay? This is a shadow right here. And I do want to get my divine things. Hang on. Get another cards that I didn't know I was going to use today. But this is all right because I was told to grab the Archangel Raphael cards, a healing angel. So that's interesting. So let's have a look. What shadow is he in, please, Spirit? Specifically, what's he doing? Drunk. Okay, that's interesting with all the cups we're getting here too. Maybe he drinks. Maybe he's got some issues with drinking. Maybe he escapes into drinking. If it's not drinking, it's something else he might be escaping into. Yeah, he's withdrawn, okay? So he's withdrawing. That's that introverted energy of the High Priestess as well, being mysterious behind the scenes. What does he want to say to you? What does he want to say to the divine feminine? Okay, so he says, I am racked with guilt. And that's what that main energy is. He's guilty. Maybe he deceived you. Maybe he betrayed you in some way. He might have cheated on you. There's something he's hidden. And this pain in my heart is too much to bear. So it could be some little white lie, okay, based on just his inability to come forward and really give truth. Or it could be something major here. So you'll know what it is for you. So we've got here the warmth, the divine feminine's in a different energy altogether. So she's feeling warm-hearted, fuzzy in the heart when she thinks about him. She loves him. She says, I miss you. Okay, I miss you. Far out. They're flying out crazy everywhere. I'm sorry, guys. There's way too many. I would normally take them, but there's too many. Divine feminine, what are you feeling? What's the current energy regarding your divine masculine right now? Oh my God, she's got the devil as well. This is so weird. The Emperor and the Ten of Cups. Wow. So they're very much attached to each other, and there might be some codependency between the two of them in some way. Even though it looks like he's withdrawn and backing out of it, and she's in this beautiful warm energy with him, there's a lot of passion for each other. There's very deep love here, very strong passion. She looks up to him as somebody who is in control of his life. She looks at him as if he is her Ten of Cups. Look at the family, okay? So she doesn't seem to be looking at him like, yes, she understands. She sees that there is some there's a wounded soul here. But at the same time, she sees him as her emperor. So she doesn't look at him as a bad person because he's struggling or he has addictions or whatever this is. If anything, she loves him and wants to nurture that. You know, she wants to nurture him. So get the devil. What's the devil? So the Three of Cups here, so drinking, socializing, I'm telling you, maybe she's doing it as well. But that's, for some divine masculines, definitely here they're drinking. And if they're not drinking, it could be other aspects, like where there's drinking involved, social aspect here. Whatever it is, you'll know. There's some kind of an addiction, withdrawing going on. Just escaping away into things. So I feel like the divine feminine, you know, she could be doing that, or she's just also doing that, or she's looking at him and realizing, you know, his own issues here as well. And it could also be for some of them that you're in karmic partner situations here as well. So you're both, for some of you only, you're both going to be in other connections. So that makes sense with the devil. Like, you're restricted, you're tied down with other things right now, and you can't necessarily be together. That's a specific message for some of you there. So let's see. What is he actually really feeling for the divine feminine? Oh my God, I love this. Love, I'm so madly in love with you. And I get that Truly Madly Deeply song by Savage Garden. I love that song. So he is so in love with the divine feminine. He can't express it, but he's really feeling that. Look, oh my God, he sees you as a ray of sunshine. He sees you as a mystical person who's maybe very psychic, very spiritual. Look at the little black cat. I love that. So he sees that you're very loving, very vibrant, maybe a bit of an extrovert, someone who's very welcoming and warm. And look at the Four of Cups has come up again. This is very interesting because he has the Four of Cups in his energy regarding you. So there might be this feeling that, what am I getting with that? Yes, I feel like in this space, this shadow he's in, that he doesn't feel like you're interested in him, or why would you be interested in him? He might feel like he's a bit too boring for you, that you deserve, like he looks up to you. See, he's admiring you and your beauty and enthusiasm and your warmth for life. And you might be someone who is and has got a lot of friends, like you're popular. So he might really feel like, what do you want with me? Yeah, and it could be that at the moment he's not in a position. Sometimes if people are depressed, or as much as they love you, they still don't have the motivation to take action or to do something. There's something stopping him. There's a blockage there. And it is that guilt, I feel, too. So maybe he did really hurt you in some way, and he's just really sitting back, just almost like that apathy. It's almost like looking back and thinking, oh my God, I wish I could be with her, you know, but I just can't. I'm this, you know, I'm in this position and I just can't get anything right. I can't seem to do anything right. And she's just this beautiful, beautiful goddess, you know, who's living her life, and I'm just back here and I just don't know what she sees in me. I don't really have much to offer. But I love her so much, and there's so much passion here for her as well. And okay, divine feminine, what she's feeling towards the divine masculine. Look, committed until death do us part isn't enough. She's committed to him. No matter what the hell goes on over here, she loves him. She knows his true soul. She knows that this stuff, it does not define who he is as a soul, as a person, as someone she's in love with. She knows that this is a karmic cycle. She knows this. But she is committed to him. Till death do them part isn't enough. So no matter what struggles he's undergoing, if he's in other connections or whatever's happened here, there's almost like a forgiveness from the divine feminine. What is she feeling towards him? So Five of Pentacles. Look at the Queen of Wands has come up again. They're mirroring each other in so many ways. The Four of Pentacles as well, which he had up there. So, okay. Yes, she is feeling the pain of not being able to be with him. She misses him. Okay, she misses his warmth because he's withdrawn and taken it back right now, because he's not in a warm place right here. When he thinks about her, you know, he looks at her and he feels love for her. He's madly in love with her. But at the same time, it's still not sparking something within him at this time, only because of the guilt, maybe things he's escaping into, holding his cards close to his chest. He's kind of shutting down. So he's not really in that warm, fuzzy vibe that the divine feminine's in, but she is feeling also self-protective in some ways. So yes, there's warmth and there's maybe forgiveness. There's an understanding here. She's committed to him. She knows that he is like the father of her children. That's what she wants him to be, like the person that comes in and is a parent and is a family person. Family man, okay? So male or female, take it as it resonates. But she sees that even as vibrant as she needs to be, she needs to keep being independent, committed to her path. Even though there's been pain and rejection here, she still loves him and she's loving him from afar, and she still feels that her heart belongs to him. You know, even if she is with somebody else and in another partnership, maybe she is with someone who's a father of her children, married, whatever it might be, for some of you, regardless of your situation, it's like you just feel like you have to continue being who you are, keep striving forward in life, being a beacon of light for others, being your warm-hearted self, keep going, you know. But yes, the pain's still there. The pain of the rejection or abandonment is still there because he's just gone maybe MIA. Even if you are in contact, it's probably very limited or not very warm. He can't open up very much. So the divine feminine It's also, yes, definitely feeling that he's closed off, but that's why she's feeling rejected here, because he is closed off. And she's being self-protective here, but not in a way of pushing him away, but more of her own, just taking care of her own feelings and emotions here, because she knows how it can damage her. So let's have a look then, okay? What is going to be, I don't want to be too long today, but what is going to be the action step that he takes towards her this month, okay? Because I feel like this is a cycle, a phase that he's in. It's a cycle. Unstable. I'm walking a thin line between being okay and being a complete mess, unstable. So he's not in the best headspace, emotional space. If anything, he probably just needs some space. But let's have a look. What else? What's he going to do this month? Wow. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Look at that. That's what he is wanting. This is the beautiful couple, the divine feminine, divine masculine. He's going to try and ground his energy. That's what I think. He's going to try and absolutely ground his energy, because he feels like he's walking on a thin line, okay? And he's not in the good headspace. So he might just hang around his home. This is very much the home energy. Get out in his garden, just try and ground himself, be on his own. Maybe he's got a dog, you know, it's something like that. I get a real hermit energy with him as well. Like, I really do feel like he might be at home a lot, or at work. We do have the pentacles here, so might be getting his head stuck into work and just earning his dollar, because I feel like emotions he can't do right now. So even if he is in another relationship, he's closed off. He's not invested in it. There's a boredom there. There's a restlessness in his heart. So he's going to shut down, close down a bit, and just work on himself, you know, his money. Maybe it's, what am I getting? Yeah, I get very homely vibes here as well, but career. That's what I feel like he's doing, is focusing on that. It could be his own parents, family, things like that as well that he's focusing on right now. I want to get some more info on this. What does he want to say to you? I dream about you too. So he's dreaming of you. And I miss our chats. So he's missing your chats. He doesn't want to hurt you. I think about being with you. That might be why he's withdrawn too, because he just doesn't want to hurt you. He misses your chats. He knows that, you know, maybe the passion is so strong between you that if you start talking and meeting up, that, you know, you might not both be able to stop, and it could end up being hurt. You know, one of you could be hurt again, or both. Or just jumping in, you know, to that romance, intimacy, even if you are in contact, is just something that, yeah, can't happen. So I want to change so much for you. So, yeah, so let's have a look at the divine masculine's energy here. Yeah, look, he's awakening. This is what, see the eyes? The third eye chakra came up in the intro. This is his eyes waking up now, seeing his patterns, seeing what's happening with why things go wrong in his life, you know, in his relationships, in this relationship. He's starting to see in that space. He's going to start seeing it. So with the divine feminine, where's my cards? With the divine feminine, I'll get to that in a minute, but I want to see what's he healing? Or what's Archangel Raphael going to help him heal with? To have faith, okay? So dear Jesus and Archangel Raphael, thank you for boosting my faith so that I may trust in miracles. So he's going to start having faith. This is coming in very soon. What else for him? Yeah, look at the passion. See, he's feeling it. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So that's going to start coming up within him again. I feel like at the moment it's died down a bit because he's just in that depressive kind of, what's the word I'm trying to think of? He's just discontented right now. He doesn't have any real lust in his, you know, I can't explain it. That passion, that spark. Inspiration is the word, because that's what's coming through, is that hope and inspiration is coming in. So it's just going to take a little bit of time. Sometimes we've got to hit rock bottom before we can work our way up again and get that inspiration. So the divine feminine, what is she doing? So she's going to be feeling quite alone. I'm so tired of feeling alone, lonely. So even though she is quite strong on her path, and, you know, independent, all those things, there is this loneliness because she's feeling the void. What else is going on? What else will she do? The King, wow, this is so weird, guys. King of Pentacles, you guys, seriously, are mirroring each other in so many ways. So the unknown cards come up and the Fool. Wow, it's all about the future, isn't it? So she's got no idea what the future holds. She's going to try and ground her own energy, focus on her career, her ambitions, her dreams, goals, etc. And is going to take a risk on something. What's this? What's she doing? Keeping the faith, trusting in the unknown journey, working hard. Working hard for this. Okay. Yeah, it could be to do with career here as well. Her creative passions, working on those, building herself up in life. Yeah, definitely working on money, career, getting busy. They're both doing that. This is so weird. So they're both doing this, working on their money, their dreams, careers, projects, hobby, whatever it is, just getting busy, hands-on. See how this person's hands-on. So the divine feminine might want to build something with her hands, or just build something, maybe renovate, whatever it is. There's something going on there with a new skill perhaps that's being found here as well. So it could be study for some of them as well. And she wants to say, to the divine masculine, I don't want to be the one who is always chasing. No, she does not want to do that. And nobody gets away with the things that I let you get away with. And that's so true. Do you hate me or love me? The way you act sometimes makes me question everything. And I'm tired of being without you. So she's feeling quite exhausted by this journey. And that's why I think that in the beginning of the intro, I saw that she was going to be in two minds. Do I continue this path, or do I, you know, keep going on another one? All right, let's see what else is coming up here. What am I doing with these ones? Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, this one. So separation heals, they will return. So you're going to return to each other. And that's what she's going to be focusing on as well. Not so much, no, it's more of her healing. She's focusing on her healing, and in some ways having faith deep down that, you know, you can come back to each other. But there is definitely this feeling of having to self-protect. There's a lot of pain in her heart around this connection. And being tired has come up. You know, I'm tired of feeling alone. I'm tired of being without you. She's kind of just fed up about it all. But feels like she lets him get away with, you know, a lot of things here. And she's confused about how he is really feeling towards her. Capricorn, disciplined, practical, responsible. Don't know why I brought that out again, because I didn't grab one for him, did I? I might do that now. I'll grab one for the divine masculine. Root chakra. It's time to ground your energy and take a practical approach. What's this? Both taking a practical approach towards their lives. And trust. Okay, so he's going to start learning to have faith and trust in the journey. What else have we got here? So we're going to get one for the connection between them, okay? Special message for them both, for the actual connection. The divine feminine is going to surrender, okay? Once she surrenders this, luck is coming in, okay, for the connection. So he's awakening and she's surrendering to what is, no longer holding on out of some kind of like that codependent energy I felt earlier. Even though she's very independent in a lot of ways, there's some underlying thing going on there, and I think it's attached to this other thing he's going through as well. Luck is coming in to the connection. The divine divine masculine's energy, please. Release blame. Look at that. His self-blame, maybe, or blame for others. Reaching out. He wants to reach out. He wants to reach out and release the blame. So he might feel in some ways that if he was angry or upset, or he might feel that the divine feminine feels that he's blaming her, he wants to set that straight. And the divine feminine, Well, look at this. This is interesting. Social butterfly, because I felt like she really, for a lot of them, want to withdraw. But it could be at the same time that she just, finds herself out and about, socializing with friends, having fun, but it's still not fully fulfilling her, because she does have to go within, wait out the storm, go within and face that emotional storm within. Burning passion, not this time. She still needs to also release pain, okay, heal something here, release expectations, whatever it might be. Now, what's for the connection here? Regret, but hope remains. Now, this reminds me of a 5 of Cups energy. All right, so you can see the silver lining, you can see the blessing in disguise here. There's a hidden blessing. So in this, everything has to happen for a purpose. When we see this, it means that hope remains. We did see hope and inspiration for the Divine Masculine as well. He's having hope, that this could be restored. The Divine Feminine's deep down hoping for this to be restored as well. Learning from the lessons, not focusing too much on the grief, but picking yourselves up at the end of it, and realizing that everything happened for its cause and reason, and for growth, for learning, that kind of thing. And forgiveness and compassion can come through as well. So let's see, is the Divine Feminine in any shadow? Because it looks like with that Devil card there, she is also in her own kind of shadow. It's fallen down here. Yeah, that fell on the ground. Abandonment issues there. So there is something there for the Divine Feminine. That she's going to heal. So let's get a healing card for her from Archangel Raphael. This is for the Divine Feminine, please. What does the Divine Feminine need to know? So, stretch. Okay, so dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for staying by my side and motivating me to take excellent care of myself in all ways. So not curling up into a ball. It's not that they're literally doing this, like lying in bed, curling up in a ball, crying, or in a fetal position, but it's kind of like stretch, expand your life. Don't wither away, okay, from this connection. Don't allow it to zap you of your energy or drain you. Just make sure you keep in your own power. Stay empowered. Holy crap, hang on. Everything's falling. I don't know what's going on today. This is really full on happening. So much energy, she wants to say a lot. All right, Divine Feminine. So we've got, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that's really to do with her own self-love, to open her heart to that as well, to know that it is safe to love. And the journey. So you deserve love. You are lovable. This is a lesson for both of them, to know that they both deserve love. He doesn't feel like he deserves love. Not deep down, there's some insecurities here, self-esteem issues. What does the Divine Feminine say from her shadow self? She says to him, I've withdrawn because I feel numb inside. So there is some sadness there. What is his higher self message to her? His higher self message says, when we lock eyes, we see each other's soul. It is beautifully intense. And the Divine Feminine says, I want to experience with you, all I want to experience with you is balance and harmony. So she's sick of the up and down, her emotions going up and down with the rhythm of his own stuff here. So his own up and down behaviors are causing this for her as well. So she's just got to remove herself, back off from that and take back her own power and get strong in herself and heal. Yeah, so I'm just having a look here at Mother Mary cards here. So this is what's going to come in, okay? This is what the angels are going to help with for the Divine Masculine, is family and present moment, to focus on his family. I pray for my family and give this situation over to God for answers, support and healing, and I'm fully present in the here and now. So at the moment, he just needs to focus on family, maybe some family issues. He needs to heal those first. And the Divine Feminine, what are the angels helping with? Integrity. So walking her talk, okay? So I trust my ability to know what is true for me. So because there's been deception or lies, and maybe she's even lied to herself in some ways, but just being strong on her path, knowing that she can walk her talk, mean what she says, and that's going to help her to be strong in herself. It's going to help him, you know, it'll help him to respect her as well, because he'll know exactly where she stands and what she means and what she wants. Because at times he might have thought she was game playing when she'd say something and then she'd do something completely different. And I think it was just her way of caving in because she just loves him so much. So there is this integrity that she's starting to come into alignment with, to really know and reevaluate where she stands, what her values are, what she won't and will, you know, what she will deal with, what she won't put up with, that kind of thing. That's just part of her own learning and growth right there. So what does the Divine Feminine really love about her Divine Masculine right now? What is she really cherishing in him? Like, what does she really admire? When she thinks about him, what is the most beautiful thing she thinks of? Ask and peace. Okay, so I feel like in some ways, what does it say here? When we call upon the divine for guidance and support, we will receive a response. Spiritual signposts will be put in our path to guide us to our highest good. And I think that she feels that he is an answer to her prayers, that she has asked for her twin flame to come into her life, or soulmate, whatever you want to, you know, label your person as, it doesn't matter. But she's saying that she's asked for this person, like he is heaven sent to her, even with all his issues and the, you know, sadness there, whatever's going on, the struggles, he is her person. So she feels that she's asked for him to come in, and she looks at him and she sees that, you know, she wishes that he would be a peaceful soul. She can see a wounded soul, and she asks that he would have peace. You know, maybe she's prayed for him to have peace in his life because his soul is not at peace. He's been through a lot. When we balance silence with activity, we discover true peace of mind, the source of all joy and happiness. So I feel like there are times where he is at peace. He can be very peaceful. It can be beautiful. Very when he's in a good place and they're in a good place together, there has been this amazing time together where they're just at peace in each other's presence. She's felt at peace with him. She's felt relaxed and free and just able to just be in his presence and be with him. So I think she really misses that part, you know, of connecting. And the Divine Masculine, what does he really adore about the Divine Feminine? Look, love. He loves that she loves, that she's got a big heart, that she's full of emotion and nurturing, and that maternal energy. Share your heart to love another is the ultimate expression of grace. So she's full of love. And see the beautiful sacral chakra energy, like the color of the orange here as well, is that beautiful creativity, sensuality. He really, really admires that in her. Oops. Get another one, please. What else does he admire in the Divine Feminine? Watch. So he loves watching her. He loves watching her, looking at her, her hair, her body, just even in her eyes, looking in her eyes. I think one of the higher self messages here said, when we lock eyes or something, what did it say? We lock eyes. When we lock eyes, we see each other's soul. It is beautifully intense. So he loves looking into your eyes and watching you. It says, watch for a miracle. Coincidences are divinely inspired moments designed to remind us that a higher power is guiding our lives. So it's interesting because he sees that the Divine Feminine is a miracle in his life. She's too good to be true. It's almost like he looks up to her in awe, like she's just, what does she want with him, you know? He sees her as this beautiful person who's got so much love and light to give to anybody, you know, and he probably doesn't feel like he deserves it right now. So I think that's it. We're gonna get a I do want to do something different today, okay? So just bear with me, but I am going to get this in a minute. I want to have a look at some of these for you, okay? Now, if these don't resonate at all, it doesn't mean this reading wasn't for you. It's just something fun I want to do. But let's get some characteristics, okay? What's going on with your divine masculine right now? And we'll do the divine feminine, and there could be vice or reverse or whatever, however you want to see it. Whatever, you know, whatever. Take it as it resonates. We've got here average height. Could be from North Korea. We've got financial struggles. Secret admirer. Yeah, we got depression there. And separation, so you're in separation. Vivid dreams, so I think he says he dreams about you, so there's that vivid dreams. Hazel or green eyes, or it could be that he wears hazel or green, or he might have a green car. Awakening, look at that, awakening, double the thing here. So he's definitely awakening. He might live east. He might be into motorsports and be shy. We've got a shy guy. We've got counselor. Okay, could be into counseling, or he might be getting counseling. Moustache or a long distance connection here. And for the feminine, so you can swap it however it might resonate. Salt and pepper. So there could be dark hair with grey coming through. We've got financially wealthy. And we've got here African American. We've got average weight. Blue eyes, and North. So did we have North before? I can't remember. North. We've got mechanic auto, so that could be relevant, might not be. Sensitive person, 35 to 50, that could be a significant age. Tanned. Birthday, so a birthday could be someone's birthday now, so happy birthday. We got wants to see you again. So he definitely wants to see the feminine again, or the feminine wants to see him again. They want to see each other. Heart chakra activation happening right now. And we've got skinny or slim. We've got someone who's an empath. And we've got someone who might own dogs. Older. And we've got here 25 to 35. This could be your age gaps, or age gap, or the time, you know, the age that you guys are. No contact. Day worker. We've got live music and Asia. We've also got white, so it could be a Caucasian person, or it could just be that they have a white car or they wear white. Fireplace, and so they might have one. And countryside, so someone might live in the country as well. Now let me get this advice card. This is exciting today, these readings. But, you know, as much as it feels like there's struggles here and there's pain, the Divine Feminine is going to come to a well, I was going to say disagreement, what the hell? Come to a, well, they might come to a disagreement, but it's going to come to a situation where I think she's going to make up her mind whether she wants to continue waiting, because there is like a waiting here. Even though she's living her life, there's still a bit of a waiting going on deep down. And she might decide she doesn't want to do that anymore. But he is opening his eyes. He is awakening. And, yeah, he's just got a lot to deal with. There's a lot of karmic stuff in his life, family stuff, healing, releasing anger, things like that. So what's the advice for the Divine Masculine, please? Choices. Look, that is a Divine Masculine right there. Choices. Yes, he has to be very aware of his choices. He has a choice. He might feel like everything's out of his hands, that it's just overwhelming. He can't do anything about it. It's just the way things are. But as he's awakening, he's going to come to realize that he has power to make the choice. Okay, to let go of things, to release things, heal things. He could go to counseling. He could go to AA if he's an alcoholic, you know. There's different ways to support that. Now, what's the Divine Feminine's stuff here? Playful energy. Oh, someone might own a little kitten and want to play with their animals, but she's going to try and come into that playful energy right now. We've got the 44 also. That's the card there, 44. So 44 might be a number that you see. 4s are very significant for security. But playful energy is coming through. So it could be that she wants to socialize, might be with children, with animals, whatever it is. She's getting into that playful energy because things have been a bit serious in her life lately. So let me get one last card for each. Divine Masculine, calling upon his spirit guide. Reaching out to the angels, see, praying. So he will be doing it. Part of that, he will be doing that, reaching out to a higher power for help as well. The divine, wow. The divine feminine, wow, returning love. That's amazing. So she will find that he's returning to her, or someone else will be returning to her. So is that everything I need? Because I feel like I've forgotten something. It's really bizarre. I don't know why I feel this way. Why am I feeling this way? What does there need to be? What does there need to be? I feel like I'm lost, like I've forgotten something or I need something. They're telling me I still need something. I'm not sure what it is. What is it, Spirit? What do I need to do? This is funny. Oh, did I do these ones? Oh, that might be what it is then. My own cards. There we are. So let's have a look. What does he want to say to you? I can't remember. I thought I did these. What does he want to say to you? When you hear our song, know that I am with you. And I'm sorry. Oh, so he might even send songs through that say, I'm sorry, or please forgive me, or give me a second chance, or anything like that. And so the Divine Feminine, when I think of you, I smile. And I've got that song, what's that song? When I see you smile, I can face the world. Oh, you know I can do anything, or something like that. We have had many lifetimes together. So she is still feeling his energy so strongly. She misses him. She craves him. She loves him. Her passion burns for him, but she's yet so sad and feeling abandoned in this as well. And he's saying, I'm sorry. And, you know, oh, God, it's got an overwhelming emotion just then. Oh, wow, that's so full on. I feel like he is actually, if he hasn't cried tears, he's about to, because that was really, wow, right in my chest, rising up to my throat just then. I felt it. So he might actually be listening to songs about the Divine Feminine and feeling really down and guilty and sorry, and he just can't say it in words. So he is really in a bad place, feeling stuck, maybe in a karmic relationship, in a karmic cycle with family issues that he's trying to overcome, and feeling on one hand that he's losing her as well, you know. So he's in a bit of this angry energy, feeling also unmotivated because he just doesn't have the answers yet. But he is awakening. The eye, you know, that third eye's opening up. He's going to start seeing where he needs to change and what he needs to do to make choices, okay, to better his life. So it may not be over, you know what I mean, between the two of you. It might be just over for now, like goodbye, but not, what do they say, good night, but not goodbye. So that's the kind of energy I'm getting here, guys. But the Divine Feminine, you know, a lot of them might just choose to leave this and surrender and just release it and move on to another connection or another path, and just not hold on so much to this, because I really feel like she's had enough of this cycle right now. But he is trying his hardest to heal and to understand even what's going on with him. So guys, that is the reading. Please leave a comment, a green heart in the comments section if you want to be in the draw to win a private reading with me, or to go in the draw to win a deck of my cards, Divine Love Messages from your Twin Flame Soulmate. And the journey, what they both say to each other is, oh, wow, you are my twin flame. So look at that. They're both saying that, and I'm getting emotional. Oh, my God. So, guys, I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.